Yeah,
Alright,
MNTS at
guys.
9:30. Nice trade for sure.
Alright, guys. We're about to get the open. Holy shit, we have all this for you. Wow, let's beat this. Just so this isn't all on the way and shit, bro. This end up day breaking on the open. We can't even trade this on the open. I don't know if any of my mentor, let's take it off, bro. The whole open's 11:34. Still a long way to go before it. It's tweaking out around $11. This looks a pretty good setup to retest back at 10-10. Stop below, but the thing is, like, we just don't like trading the first 5 minutes just because it could be very volatile. And we might not know what might be going on, but I wouldn't be. But like I said, we gotta put in our criteria and our rules that we set in place for ourselves to make sure that we take certain trades because of. What's the low that I got on this? 10:30. I usually at 10:10. If I'm 10:10, I'm gonna retest. And seems like I'm gonna see for a break. Boga 10.99. Can't see the break 11. Book 11. So I'm going 70, which is 70. They gotta bounce off the area nicely. Three. 7. 70. This is fucking wrong. 7. And price target at 70. I like this low volume. Hopefully it doesn't end up breaking. I really need a retest back in 97. If it ain't breaking, then yeah, this trade is on valid and shit, but I got a low as 1106. It could just stay above 11, but yeah, I mean, if Evans breaking, or we missed it. Hit the low of 1106, which could have got 11, but it could probably retest again and this over and then breaking, sure, bro, but I don't know. Just our setup wasn't there perfectly, and like, just I wasn't happy with the results. But I think it might do a flat top breakout. This one didn't get a nice. This got to 11, so it was close. This one's 1106. This one got a low. That's 1102. Just trying to see that retest on this. They got 1197. That bounce off that area because it is. I mean, it might be a flat top breakout. So your prison's off this level, and then it can be moving. Yeah, we would have stayed on this trade if it would have retapped at 1098, but it was this one that retapped it. And was it this one or this one? This one was, no, it was this one that retapped at 96. And then this might, I think this will probably go to 70. I mean, that's a pretty nice chance. Yeah, oh shit. Ooh, and it breaking got a low as 1057. Oh, we would have got to it now. Never mind, good thing. Whoa, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why we trade our sharing strategy, because it shows a little bit more weakness. Now, but I will say there has been time where we see this break at 10.7 and then aim for that 1070. stuff like that. But I don't know why can I get to exact, bro. I'm trying to get to exact on 70. Just look at any breaking below.
Three strikes, I'm out, and if I get emotional, no trades. And so I hit three strikes on this one, and I don't want to go deeper into the red. And it's just a rule that I set in place, and I'm trying to stay disciplined and follow, so I don't continue further in the red on this stuff. If there's another nice opportunity, IBS is moving up a little bit higher. It's making a move. I don't know if this is going to continue. How far. It's kind of grinding up here, a little bit of lighter volume. I think another issue on MNTS is it's a little bit more expensive. It's trading within its ranges, and then some of the moves that I was looking for, I just didn't trade. And some of the best quality opportunities, I had no trades on those. And so, I made a YouTube, or it wasn't a YouTube video. It was a live trading recording video that I posted about rhythm, and that'll be coming out on the live trading recording soon. And the rhythm that I was talking about is sometimes when you're trading, when you're green, you feel like you can't miss, right? Every green trade is coming in, and that rhythm comes in. But sometimes when you're off pace and you're taking a red trade after red trade, sometimes that rhythm is messed up. And so I felt like today a little bit of that rhythm was definitely not there, where I was trading in these dip trades and they weren't going immediately, and then I would dip a little bit further, and that next extension. And so I'm really excited what I can do, but right now it's just being patient for me. ALT moving up a little bit higher. Float on ALT is 100 million shares, so no trades on ALT for me.
It's just low. Yeah, ALT. Wait, ALT, bro? That has 13 million volume.
Yeah, Q. Yeah, that's really important. I'm excited to look down.
That might be a trade for us, though.
Yeah, I see ASTI as well. ASTI, a little bit of a low volume riser here. It is a U.S. company. I don't see any news
1050.
so it's moving up with no news at the minute.
Broke at 53. What's the volume looking like on these? 500. That's actually pretty good on volume for 50. We want to see a break even higher above that. Yeah, it's not breaking any higher than that. Oh, it did break higher than that. Retesting that area. Oh.
Let's see.
Important. We just see a break above 453. Yeah, not the volume is pretty high. We saw, bro. The volume is pretty high. Then the what's it called? Yeah. Wait, do we have it? It's not even in the gainers, but maybe it can come up. Yeah, it's at 13 million volume. Oh no, but that's 99.67 million. Of flow. Damn, yeah, I didn't. I should have noticed that. Nah, this might not be a trade for us, to be honest, either, bro. It's not looking good. We got this one above 50. See if we can break above 50, honestly, and then maybe we probably could take a trade above this. Its previous high. It's right between this one. This one is 45. That it was its previous. MNTS, damn, fucking, oh my god, shit the floor pretty terribly, bro. I'm not gonna lie, gang. But yeah, that's nothing really much to see right there. the last order we canceled it because we didn't really show up our strategy, and you know how guys, we take our strategy very seriously and make sure that we take the best opportunities as best as possible. And so it ended up going against us. So see right there. Now I wouldn't be mad if it would have got time in and took me out. That was a good setup regardless. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's hard to having a real hard time bringing that 150. I mean, yeah, bro, that 150 is just a psychological level. A lot of people don't like breaking. A lot of people, if it's real hard market, a lot of people like breaking through that market and for like the 175 to maybe two. But since we're not that super high and super volatile, like a lot of these people probably don't give a fuck. Yeah, we're breaking below with high volume too. But yeah, like I said, guys, we're not urgent to place a trade at all, guys. But we understand that, hey, like, we might not see an opportunity here. That's completely fine. Like, look at that. But yeah, guys, we're not forcing anything. Like I said before, guys, we're just waiting for an opportunity to show up. But look, this is moving up short, right? But look at the volume. The volume is non-existent. It's 3.1. This one had 3.2 million, bro. This shit is definitely not. Yeah, if whoever pushed this shit up or how it got pushed up was not it. Like I said, but we're not urgent to take a trade today, bro. If there's no opportunity today, we're not taking any trades today. Just simple as that, guys. I mean, like I said, now I know you're saying, bro, couldn't you trade on Friday, January 2nd, bro? Yeah, I could have, bro. But I just want to start the future off pretty nicely. And plus, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling like I just wanted to take that extra sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Take the end of the year, boom, come back fresh, for the start of 2026, man. It's crazy, bro. 2026, man. It's my first stream for 2026. Um, I totally forgot about that. Like, this is pushing, but like you see, the volume is just not there yet, bro. Like the volume, we gotta get back to that 3 million volume. The same amount of volume we were getting right here for that 4.1 million, bro. We need to get the same volume there. Push higher. Now the volume is picking up, passing this, bro. At this volume. Now can we see close to this volume because these two are pretty similar. We can get a lot of volume on this. A break of 150. Probably gonna get we probably can see a move up, a retest back at 150, aim for that previous high. Um, we can see something like this happen here. And well,
Here are some financial lessons and tips.
so, before we do that, let's read the verse of the day. You know, guys, we gotta make sure we. Let's see. Do not be conformed to this world. Oh no. Well, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. That that by testing you may discern which is will of God and what's good and acceptable and perfect.
Have you ever seen that cartoon where a character is about to make a decision and suddenly two tiny versions of himself pops up on his shoulders? Typically one in red with a pitchfork and the other in white with a halo. And they both start to whispering in his ear, arguing about what he should do. It's meant to be funny, but it's also surprisingly accurate, because that's what it feels like in your mind sometimes. You have competing thoughts, you have competing voices, and whichever one you repeat the most, that's the one that ends up shaping what you'll actually do. In Romans 12:2, the Apostle Paul shows us why this matters so much. He writes, "Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Your thoughts are foundational. They're forming the patterns that your life will actually follow. There's actually a name for that. It's called neuroplasticity, and it means that your brain can literally rewire itself based on what you repeatedly think. The more often you think a certain way, the stronger those thought patterns become. Eventually, one way of thinking takes over and starts to feel automatic. That's why renewing your mind is so important, because it actually reshapes the way you live. When you live out God's truth, you begin to see firsthand that His way is the best way. You won't just believe it, you'll start to see and experience it. So here's one small way to start living this out today. Think of one negative thought that's been sitting on your shoulder, one lie that keeps playing in your mind. Now replace it with one truth from God's word. Every time that thought shows up, speak the truth instead. That's how the renewing begins. And as your mind is renewed, your life will be transformed.
That's fine.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, but yeah, let's see if anything else. Like I said, bro. Like I said, guys, we give it all to 9:30. We still got like 38 minutes before we get call in and say, you know what, there's a stock that's moving a little bit higher. The one that we were looking for, MNTS. That's the one that a lot of people were like looking at and being like, oh shit, this might be the one to break. It's not really doing too much. Now we see VRME coming up, bro, but it is cheap, bro. So $1.17, and that's the only thing I don't like about it. It's just it's really fucking cheap, bro. And those are tend to not really move as clean as anything really above $2. Anything above $2 moves pretty clean. 150, dude, it really is 50-50 on that shit. But yeah, I like trading things over $2, bro. They just trade more smoother and more easier.
Your parents probably never taught you, but you need them. 1. If you can't buy it multiple times, you can't afford it. Not once, not barely, multiple times. If your purchase stresses you out or empties your account, it's probably a liability, not a flex. 2nd, money isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Most people increase their lifestyle when they increase their income, and that's why they stay broke at entry level. 3rd, your 20s are not for flexing, they are for building. You don't need the nicest car, you don't need luxury clothes every weekend. You need skills, discipline, and capital. 4th, separate wants from impulses. Most purchases aren't wants, they're emotional reactions. Learn to pause before you buy. If you still want it next week, it's most likely real, and if not, it was just dopamine. 5th, your income grows when you do. Not with luck, not with scrolling, not with wishing. Your financial ceiling will always match your skill set. 6, invest early, even if it's small. $20 a week at 20 beats $200 a week at 35. Time multiplies more than money does. And lastly, learn how money works before you chase it. Inflation, interest, assets, taxes, investing, compounding. You can't win a game that you don't understand. And most people are financially lost not because they're lazy, but because nobody taught them the basics. And social media won't save you, but discipline will. And so financial freedom is not about luck. It's habits, knowledge, and patience stacked daily. Here are some financial lessons.
There's no fucking way you need to take a trading course, need thousands of dollars, or start a funded account to start trading. And I want to be the proof of that as a beginner trader. Now, I don't have lots of income to put into this account. I have a 9 to 5. I work 2 jobs. I'm literally starting this from scratch. As of 2025, I was broke, okay? I looked into digital products, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, and so forth. What I didn't like about those side hustles was that you had to market it and you had to rely on sales to make any income. Whereas with Forex, it just relied solely on skill and discipline. So I binged YouTube videos for a month straight and took a whole bunch of notes. I actually made a Forex account within a week of binging videos and went on in a trade the next day. Obviously lost, but I was 6 months consistent, going in with $3, $5, $6 trades. And this is when I started documenting it. As you can see, I had $3, $5, $6 trades. And this was my profits list. So the most I made was $26.55 off of a $5 trade on the 15-minute timeline. And my last trade was July 22nd. And then I lost discipline. I got my current job that I'm working now, and I just couldn't figure out how to balance 2 jobs in my personal life. But now I'm adjusted and I'm ready to hop back on. I just want to record the process and just show everyone that you don't need to do things the traditional way and just start now. And I want you guys to understand that these videos are not for educational purposes or advice. I'm just a girl. I look at these charts and I understand that certain patterns in candlesticks means bearish and bullish. I understand how to go in on a trade, and 0.05 is a $5 trade. I'm still trying to understand simple concepts like liquidity, where to place my stop losses, percentages. But I will get to that point where I'll be able to educate you guys and explain things in a logistical way where I don't use filler words and I'm just confident in what I'm saying. So follow me along my journey. We're going to start with the $100 and we're going to figure it out together. There's no
Lucky, bro. Oh, I'm just gonna get you guys real quick over here. Alright, guys. Nothing pretty much to see, guys. I'm on TikTok scrolling, watching some TMDE is actually kind of moving pretty nicely. I kind of like how it's looking, but it's really cheap, bro. This is what I want to tell you guys. TMDE and the volume and flow is actually coming in together. They're pretty close by. They're not. What the fuck? It halted. What the fuck? Why is this fucking no data? Shit halted? That's this shit got data. This shit got no data, bro. What am I paying this shit for a month? This isn't a halt, bro. I mean, lie about it there and then picking up, but the thing is, like, honestly, we don't trade halts, but if it gives us an opportunity to trade it, then I guess let me open up. I can see the halts. Dang, this guy doesn't have the holds levels up. Okay, yeah. Alright, has them up now. Let's gonna zoom at 902.44. Where's the 903 almost, but ASTI's ultimate halt, bro. Which one he's looking at? Yeah, he's looking at TMDE. Everyone else is looking at TMD because the volume has been increasing a lot by it. But yeah, we still got like 2 minutes before it opens, right? Yeah, around like 2 minutes.
Day one.
They going up trading future, bro. Shit. INBS. I know. Oh, this one does have a higher volume, but I have heard this is definitely more expensive. Stock. Now, this might be a good opportunity for us, or it might not. This one is coming up. What was the high on this? This shit. Oh my god, this shit been pushing for a minute. The high of this was at this one right here at 11. Barbary and Chop City. How much volume we're working with? 178. Not terrible, but for the price of this, it's not. The spread is 10 cents. Oh, 7 cents. I don't know. I was just not feeling too comfortable with this stock. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Just the way it's moving, it's not just giving. Oh my, yeah, that's what I was trying to say, man. Hey guys, this shit is just not it, bro. Delete this shit off my screen, bro. It's about to resume literally in a few seconds now, and we're gonna see what how it's gonna move and shit. But hopefully, level 2 can show up, bro. I don't know why the level 2 not showing up. Phenomenal. 1, 2, 3, go. It was at 16. Just to go down a little bit, I can see that the next limit down, limit up was 27. $27. 130 now. $27. 30. The high of this is at 19. Remember. $34 now. Let me see a push here. 34 no. Retesting at 19. My stop has to be below 13. I'm risking what? I'm risking like 6 cents to make another 6 cents. Bro. Oh. Look how tight that shit is, pause. But like, it's just not. It could reach this test level and I'm getting back to 27, but just the rush of war, I'm not fucking with it. at 34. It's hella buy the 20, 39, 43, but few sellers that we need to break them first. Oh. $9,000, $13,000. Says reward charge. This is 22. It's 2 cents. What the fuck? Another high of this. 19. I have to retrace all the way back down here. Like, nah, it still doesn't even look. It's so cheap, bro. It went from 24 and then retested at 22, bro. That's only 2 cents. Like, what the fuck? And then the loss is a 120, bro. So how much can 2 cents to make 2 cents? Like, bro. I'm not fucking with how it's looking right now, bro. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Oh my gosh. Do like that retest. Oh my. Oh, what the fuck? Yo. How much value is it? Yo. But what is this fucking stock? What the? Yo. I wonder if anyone's talking about this right now. Empty and covering some. What the fuck? You covered that shit? Drop so bad. Oh my gosh, bro. All those small fake outs. Oh gosh. We're still trading that? How the fuck is he trading that shit, bro? Oh, this shit got cooked, man. This shit, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Yeah, a lot of whack black shit going on there. Oh, yo, I hate that one thing. Got low as 118 bounces off, bro. Like, nah, that's not. I mean, come on, guys, but this shit crazy ass shit right here, bro. That shit fucking boom when I was out there for a boom and going back to 119. Like, damn, bro. That shit was getting cooked, man. That shit different, bro, right now. Oh, we'll see what else goes on, man. Oh my god, is this the one we were looking at? We didn't fuck with how it looking, bro. Like, cause they did this shit. Bro, yeah, we didn't like the way it was moving, bro. I deleted that shit. Yeah, we're not trading that shit. You can look it up here, bro, but we're not trading that shit, bro. Almost 65. Oh, a dairy break on this. So I got that high of 25. Close that. But yeah, the way it's just moving is weird. We're looking at in a different chart just so we see what that time. But since that stock has been all over the place, just not hasn't been trading very nicely. I think it pulls out a bit. Alright, good. I'll let you guys watch more TikToks and stuff. Don't see anything coming up. Everything else that they come up kind of looks chop and not tradable.
Trading with $100. Day one of trading with $100. This is a trade I would have taken last night. Now for my first week, I just want to take things slow. I just want to scan the charts and paper trade. This was the currency pair that I was eyeballing, and I would have taken a $5 trade with. So as you can see, it was an overall upwards trend line, and I also placed my fair value gaps. This rectangle here and this one up there. I also saw that there is a bearish flag, which indicates up, which tells me that there's two indicators now telling me that we're going to be going in for a buy. Now, to me, the two recent candles right there are tweezer sticks indicating down. So my prediction was it's going to hit this fair value gap and then go up from there. And I was right. So it hit the fair value gap and it went up from there. Now, if I took in this trade, it would have been 111 pips, giving me a profit of $51 with $5. Not bad. Day one of trading with $100. This is alright, so day two of trading with $100. Now we're currently just paper trading right now. We haven't done the real thing yet. But if I took the trade that I did last night, I would have lost. Now I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to share it, but I have to face it. Like, this is reality, and I have to show you guys every aspect of it. Okay, so this is the trade that I took. I saw that there was a bearish flag indicating it up. I saw that it was still following the upwards trend line. It hit the fair value gap, and from there, I was expecting it up. I should have place my stop loss a little bit lower to this lowest point right here. And then, I roll up to this. Okay. So it went up to this point. Couldn't pull it out from here. But it came down, hit my stop loss, which my stop loss was right here. And then it liquidated from there. So why I lost this trade was because I went in on the wrong time and I placed my stop loss at the wrong point. It should have been here. Now let's see how much we could have potentially made if I started my trade from beyond this fair value gap, which is where I would have done it at. So from here to here, let's see how much we would have made. Okay, let's grab my ruler tool, and this is where I would have started my trade. It would have been, if I pulled out, I would have pulled out right here, 77.5 pips. So it was 77.5 pips. It was GPP and JPY. It would have been $5 trade. And US currency, it would have been $36. So 5 to 36. That's a $31 profit right there. Now I just want to show you guys. That was with $5. Let's say we put in $9. That would have been $65. If we put in $10 or $50 or $100 trade. And that's why a lot of people recommend putting in thousands of dollars in your trading account, because the more money you have, the bigger trades you can make. So what I learned from placing that trade last night is I need to focus on where I need to place my stop losses and when to enter on a trade. And I need to be more patient, especially. Alright guys, well that's it for this week. The market closes, so I'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned. What apps do I use when I'm trading? So for graphing the charts, especially when you're doing a technical analysis, it's key to have an iPad or computer just because...
Damn, bro. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm watching somebody like starting to learn how to trade and stuff. You know how everyone likes it to see like, oh man, this is how much I would have made if, you know, if this I ended up getting this trade, whatever like that might be the case. But that's really hard, really bad to look at it that way, bro. And that's something that I had to realize, is that I had to look at it like, hey, bro, this is not what you need to be doing. Like, you gotta be making sure that, hey, it's not about how much money you could make, bro. It's all about if you're understanding, you're keeping your discipline, you're sticking to your rules, man. And that's something that is so hard to do, bro. Until this day, bro. I mean, I don't struggle as much as hard at it. The African whistle, hard as shit. I don't struggle as hard with it as much anymore. I definitely gonna be some days that I'm gonna feel fuck no with a trade and shit more that this how much I could have made if I didn't miss it There's gonna be some of those days, but I understand that, hey, the whole point of this is to literally, bro, just be patient and just understand your strategy, get better, you stay with it, and you're getting, you know, good with it. This is what I'm saying, bro. First of all, because I'm bored, because we're still waiting for an opportunity to show up, and there's nothing showing up. But also just to show that, like, bro, like, there's phases that everyone goes through when it comes to trading, and yeah, bro, it's crazy to look at, because you see, dang, this is not breaking above that shit, chuh. But yeah, man, it's crazy to look at, bro. Don't look at things like that, bro. Everyone does that. I mean, you look at how much you could have made. If like, I would have put this much amount of shares, I would have made this much. Bro, it's not about that. First of all, it's about, okay, cool. Do you understand your strategy? And can you stick with it? And if you can, bro, now it's about scaling. And that's where we're at, to the point, like, okay, we have a good understanding of our strategy. Now, obviously, we're still testing it, and we want to make sure, okay, cool, can we still be very, very disciplined with our strategy, where even when there's no trade opportunity, that we don't take anything, just because we don't want to risk us, risking our capital and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the most important parts right now for us, is to look at these things and be like, okay, cool, let's just be careful and just understand that, hey, let's trade when our strategy shows up, our favorite strategy. Now, the other one that I was trying to get familiar with is the one that want to break previous high, and at least I create value gap onto a different area, which we haven't really got mastered, really got really good at it. But hopefully, maybe we can get something. Hopefully, we can see something like that and see improvement with that. Because I think it's a very valuable skill. You know what I'm saying? They were trading a different, not different type, but with trading another way of trading. You know what I'm saying? Something that we see and notice a couple times. But yeah, bro, we'll talk more about that later and shit. Right now, like, there's nothing really happening. Just looking at TikTok and stuff like that. And, you know, shit like that, bro. Shit like that, man. I'll talk to you guys in a bit, bro. Let me just watch some of these videos and then I'll probably talk about, like, what I'm thinking about this new year and stuff. If you have time, have some time. Ooh.
Because it gives you a wider perspective of the timeline, and seeing as far back as you can on the screen is key, especially when you're grinding. I use TradingView for that. They have the desktop and the app version, and it's just so much, it's so easy to use with so many tools and resources. Now, the app that I use to place my trades would be MetaTrader 4. There is a MetaTrader 5 version. I haven't checked out that version. I've stuck with the MetaTrader 4 just because that was what was highly recommended, and I haven't had any problems with it. Now, as you can see, there's also the chart in here that you could use, but let's just keep it real. It's pretty ass, it's really hard to see, and it's just not practical. And then I use Forex.com as my broker. Now, this is where I deposit my funds and withdraw my funds instead of my account. And then the last app that I use is Stock Alarm. Now, this is completely optional. This is just an app that notifies you, it calls you, and messages you whenever price reaches a certain point. A lot of the trades I wanted to take were while I was sleeping, so it was important to me that I was woken up so that I was able to place these trades. Now, TradingView does have this feature, but for some reason I couldn't really figure it out. It would notify me, but it didn't have like an alarm system. So that's up to you if you want to figure it out or not. I didn't really care to. And other than that, those were all the apps that
Way, you need to take a trading course.
I didn't really go how I expected, but it wasn't a bad year at all. I learned a lot. I got better. I perfected my craft. And, you know, I realized I'm so far from actually perfecting the craft. Which is the beauty of life, because it's never enough. It'll never be enough. No matter how much money, no matter how much fulfillment you get from one thing, it will never be enough. But I didn't really go.
But I want to be clear about one thing. Nicolas Maduro had multiple opportunities to avoid this. He was provided multiple very, very, very generous offers and chose instead to act like a wild man, chose instead to play around. And the result is what we saw tonight. The other message here is the following. You have a guy, like many people around the world, they like to play games. You have a guy who decides he's going to invite Iran into his country, is going to, do the confiscation of American oil companies, is going to flood our country with gang members, is going to take Americans prisoner and try to hold them for hostage and trade them like he was able to do with the Biden administration. Basically likes to play games all this time and thinks nothing's going to happen. And I hope what people now understand is that we have a president. The 47th president of the United States is not a game player.
If you're 25 and 9, you're grown. You won't tell nobody this. You don't believe this. You know what I'm saying? But I will argue. The only reason you with the person you with is because the sex is good. And she's cute. Or he's cute. You wouldn't be with no ugly motherfucker who had terrible head and terrible sex. It's lust. All of us live with that. That's what I'm saying. Once you get married and you really find that person, that's when all that shit disappears, bro.
If you think you know ball,
It is 2026, January 2nd, and you're currently watching this. Meaning, God woke you up 365 times. Think about it. He woke you up 365 times. That should be a reminder to you that he's not finished with you. So now that we're 2026, what are you going to do? God has a...
I received 8,000 DMs yesterday and over 500,000 views on my story reacting to Venezuela and Maduro getting fucking captured. And so I have to say a few things. For those of you who don't know, I actually posted a video 2 days ago before this all happened, talking about how my entire family is from Caracas, my entire bloodline is from Venezuela, but I grew up in the United States, and I didn't get to live through the poverty, the destruction, the hyperinflation, the crime, and all the struggles and pain that Venezuelans experienced over the last 25 years during the dictatorship. So part of me feels insecure because I don't share those same struggles and feel like I can't really speak on this. But to the other thousands of DMs and followers of mine from the US and Europe who just have no fucking idea what's going on, pretty much the country got fucked through corruption and bad leaders over the last 25 years. And this is the first step to going back to greatness. Last time I was there in Caracas was hace 14 años, para mi cumpleaños. Estuve en la Tortuga, estuve en la Sabana, estuve...
My account has been flagged. Every month I transfer money from my bank account to my broker, and this is me.
I'm gonna teach you how to read.
Alright. Well, I mean, shit's about to end though. Like I said, guys, it's about to be like 3 minutes and stuff. It's about to be 9:27. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really, no trades going on today, guys. Like you said, bro, no real opportunities. I mean, there's some that they did broke out, but they were just moving so volatile that it was really hard to us to, you know, take an opportunity and stuff. And just, there weren't really good setups for us, you know what I'm saying? There was one that was forming that looked pretty good, but you saw that it didn't end up, you know, performing as much as we would like to, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, chat. You know what I'm saying? We always have tomorrow, and we will have this whole week. So, yeah, more likely nothing really showing up. So most likely there's gonna be no trade today. I doubt there's gonna be a trade in the next like 3 minutes. But yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. This is the first trade or the first first day me on the charts. For the new year and stuff, you know, no opportunity. Look, like I said, tomorrow we'll see opportunity. We might take a loss, but look, one thing I want to tell myself is that, like, hey, there might be no trade tomorrow, and maybe there's a trade tomorrow, and then it hitting my loss. But something that I noticed, and I have a lot of back test, is that even if we take a loss today, bro, over the long term of over time, bro, we're gonna make that money back anymore. So, yeah, man, just something I want to remind myself, you know, coming into this new year, bro, I'm really excited, bro. I'm trying to be on my shit, and like I said before, I added a lot of new stuff for myself just to grow as a person and shit, and just to get better at, you know what I'm saying? So I added a lot of stuff, and I'm excited, bro. Like I said, consistency is key, guys. That's something that that literally I live by. Discipline and consistency. Once you have those two things, man, it's a fucking, bro, anything's possible. But yeah, man, I had a new thing in my schedule that I'm trying to get better each and every day in. And yeah, bro, I'm just keep improving, keep getting better every day. So yeah, I'm excited for that, bro. 100%. I'm looking at this stock with my band. They got a little like track off on it. And you see MDEE, we're looking at it right now. We see volume picking up. Maybe you see a break up at 138. But like I said, we don't really trade any stock that trades over 930. So even if it does any breaking and going high, bro, we won't plan to trade it, to be honest. But yeah, man, 1 minute left, bro. See what happens. Yeah, guys, bro, there's nothing much to say, bro. All it is, bro, just like I said, man, every single day, take it step by step, man. Keep improving, not just keep improving. You know what I'm saying? Keep improving in every aspect that you want in life and shit. So that's what I'm doing, bro. And I'm gonna make sure that I keep up with it and make sure that I do my absolute best. And yeah, bro, that's the only one I really got to say, bro. I'm just waiting for this few minutes to end up. So I'm done. I close this off, bro. I'm gonna take a look at my regular walk in the morning and stuff, just because I don't have a car yet. But I'm hoping by the end of this month, guys, hopefully by starting February, I can go back to the boxing gym and start boxing again and start fucking up people up. Now I'm just playing. But no, just going back, just hitting the bag, bro. Just it's the best, bro. So hopefully by February, I get to you know what I'm saying, go back and, you know, do what I gotta do and stuff. And then what else? Yeah, bro. But like I said, for today, bro, all it is, same thing again, bro. Close the charts here. do my regular walk, just a nice little walk, bro. Come back, and that's it, bro. Come back. Probably, I don't know. I'll probably get on the game with my friend just to see if he's down to do something, or I'll probably just, watch a show of Stranger Things and stuff, because that show has been really fucking good, guys. Really fucking good. Oh, love the church. Oh, all right. I'm gonna close this off. I'll be here again for another train day for tomorrow. No trains today, but we have the whole rest of the week to see if there's any opportunity to show up. Alright, guys. See you guys tomorrow.